Hello there, my Virgo brothers and sisters. How you doing, my Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs? This is a relationship read. Us, well, I keep saying that. It's hard not to make that plural when I'm talking about Virgos, being that I'm a Virgo. A me, them, us reading. I do these for myself in relationships, not just, romantic, sexual boyfriend stuff. I'm gay, if you didn't know. Welcome to my channel. I'm gay. I'm a witch, and I'm a professional intuitive. To my returning subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing, and hopefully if you're new to the channel, by the end of this reading you'll be like, I want to see what else this witch got up her sleeve, which though I'm not wearing. It's absolutely fabulous, darling. This is like I said, an extrapolation on what I do for myself. I do a much smaller version of this. But I thought it might be helpful before I dive in and do the Path of True Love readings and the Twin Flame readings for October. I was like, oh, let's share something that I do for myself. Although I use this structure in the Twin Flame readings, we're not using as many decks. All the decks that I'm using are in the description box below. As a Virgo, I update my description boxes as I go. There's even now a PayPal Me feature, so if you'd like to PayPal me, you can go right ahead. You do not need a PayPal account to do that. I'm glad they finally got around to doing that. I've been with PayPal for so long. I have the swipey thing for my phone and everything for Drawing the Circle Productions. Yes, I'm the president of Drawing the Circle Productions. My company is 21 years old. I am just turned 51 years old, September 6th. So you can see I've been doing this for a while, but I've been reading tarot since I'm 12 years old. Yeah, go look. There's a Mal vlog. Mal is my nickname. I'm Archangel Lyons Mal. Mal vlog, 30 years of tarot. Go watch that. It tells the story how a Justice League comic changed my life. It's true. So I already blessed the decks for us, and I prayed to them. I'm like, please keep me out of this. I even did one of these for myself before I started doing the Cancerian read this morning, so that I would, say, okay, well, I got my info, but there are no guarantees in mysticism. There's no crying. Oh, there's plenty of crying in mysticism, but there's no crying in baseball. A league of their own, right? Madonna in a baseball uniform. We lived through it. So did she. Let's get down to business. We're going to start with 3 Caroline Myss archetype cards. One for you, one for them, and one for the us, which is the relationship together. One, right, me plus them equals us. And then I will build the line vertically, but one from the other decks that I'm using. There will be no clarifying cards in this, so really it's 15 cards total. I'm trying to keep these a little short because I know the Path of True Love and the Twin Flamers can get really, really long. So I'm trying to give some variety to my channel. Not everything needs to be an epic miniseries like the Twin Flame. Go watch a Twin Flame read, you'll see. All of them are just nuts, but transformative, right? Oh, and I have a video in there too, clarifying Twin Flame soulmates and true loves. I actually did one clarifying how I read court cards. I like those clarifying ones. I think I'll make a playlist just for them because they're fun. All right, here we go. Enough chit chat. 3:33. Here we go. Let's dive in. My collective pantheon of angels, gods, and masters, please, one card representing this Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign for the remainder of September. What's going on for them in the me of the me, them, us? Oh, the rebel. Yes, witch. I'm so happy that we got that. So, that'll take. I'm a rebel and I'll never be any good, hence the nickname Mal, which means bad and evil in several different languages. Let's keep going. My pantheon, please, my pantheons of angels, gods, masters, and higher selves. One card for the archetype. The soul power being alchemized from lead to gold. The one in relationship, the them in this Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign for the remainder of September. Ooh, the Trickster. Now, the Trickster just came up in the Leo reading I just did, but it was the Daughters of the Moon Tarot card, Trickster. So, if you are a Virgo with a Leo rising like I am, or some configuration, I'm just like, I knew when I picked the card before I even picked it. They're like, I heard them go, man, clairaudience and clairvoyance, really. It's not all it's cracked up to be. Especially in Stop and Shop. Okay, angels, gods, masters, and higher selves. You guys wanted in on this, that's fine. The higher selves are all involved. I'm down with it. Please, one card in clarity. What is the overall archetype? The soul power out being alchemized from blend to gold in this Virgo collective sun, moon, rising, me, them, us relationship for the remainder of September 2019. Here we go. And it's the servant, the freaking Virgo archetype servant. Okay, ready? Oracle. No. I mean, that's what Divination's supposed to do, isn't it? Oh, I hope you got a good laugh at that, man. Woo! I woke up this morning not feeling funky, but feeling like a little heavy and sad. And I was like, why? Everything's fine right now. And I'm not saying this is about us, but, you know, that servant that as we feel things, we heal things, right? We, not just Virgos, but we are the intestines. We're the filter, right? So the thing is, for earth signs, we're really empathic. Yes, I have the Pisces moon, which makes that a little extra. But, you know, a lot of what moves us towards service is that we can sympathize, if not empathize, right? So let me read these. That just totally not knocked me off balance, but shocked me, but really didn't. Surprised me, didn't shock me. So the rebel archetype, my Virgos. Cross your legs. Here we go. Challenges authority to effect social change, rejects spiritual systems that do not serve inner needs. Hello, I'm a witch, right? And regardless if it's a spiritual system or religious tradition that does not support your spiritual needs, or legitimate authority, illegitimate authority. It rejects spiritual systems, challenges authority to effect social change. So an illegitimate authority, witch. We're not great with that, right? I'm not great with that. Shadow attribute, rejects legitimate authority out of anger. So that's rejecting legitimate authority, like screw driving on the correct side of the road. I would say right side of the road. You might be driving on the left side of the road, and that's legal there, right? Rejects legitimate authority out of anger. And here's the funny one. Rebels out of peer pressure or fashion, right? Now, for some of you who are around my age, look, punk happened. Punk happened really late 60s, early 70s. Totally nobody knew about it, right? And right then through the 70s and then into the late 70s and into the 80s. Yeah, it went mainstream and then came new wave, right? So was it really rebellion? Was it really rebellion? You know when you're rebelling and when you're not. So I love that that is our first card down. Because dealing with the trickster, oh fuck my chakra with a rake mom. The trickster archetype, transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior, which isn't that fun too. Although, you know, if you're a Virgo with Capricorn and Taurus in your chart, that might not be so much fun for you. But transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior, I'm down with that. I do that myself. I have a touch of the trickster, sits with Hermes though, in my chart. Shadow attribute, manipulating others through duplicity. Now, not that we haven't done it, everybody's manipulated others, but through duplicity, which that is two-faced, saying one thing, doing another, and you know, if the person's aware of doing it, look, we all make mistakes. We all have, what was that great word Elizabeth Kiefer taught me? Oh, my friend Elizabeth Kiefer, Shimmering Heart Creations. Counter-intention, right? We can have a hidden subconscious counter-intention. So yeah, sometimes it's about how we were raised, we were lied to as kids. You know, hey, I'm not out it. I'm no spoilers on Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, Tooth Fairy, all of that. Actually, the Tooth Fairy is probably real. It's just she don't leave no change. She just takes the spirit of the tooth. Whatever, I don't trust Faye. Anyway, my home has so much wrought iron in here. Are you kidding? I'm an earth sign. This dimension and above is fine. But that's the thing. If we are in any way intuitive, which Virgos tend to be, right, ruled by the gut, then if people lie to us or withhold information, it's not good. It can drive us mad, not crazy. That's a sanity thing. Mad in that what we're feeling and what we're experiencing does not sync up. So it's a good lesson for us to trust our gut, but also to not make assumptions about what that is. Tricky shit, right? Because what here in this relationship serves. I could just drop the card there, but because we're Virgos, I have to. You have to hear this one because the shadow of it is something we do. Light attribute, delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. Yes, that's why I'm doing these YouTubes. Yes, if it gets me more clients, which it has, it's making me some more money. It is great, but I'm really enjoying it. If I didn't love this, doing this as a service, I wouldn't be doing it, right? I just would not be doing it. Shadow attribute, using the lack of money as an excuse to not move forward with life. And man, when we're keeping our eyes on that decimal point, when we're keeping our, I have Quicken. I update that fucker every day. Even if the banks aren't open, I update that every day. Keeping my eye on the financial bottom line, making sure not to compromise my spiritual bottom line, which is really that if I love it, even if I don't love the service, but I love the people that's, you know what I mean? As long as I'm going forward with an open heart, being true to the virgin purity of who I am at my core, right? My divine core that I incarnated as a Virgo to serve, then I'm good. So the relationship itself, but you've got a rebel and a trickster there. By the way, it could be an even match. Could be an even match in that. Because you can be a rebel and really be very good. Very, very good at it. And this world is in rebellion and revolution right now, too. So why wouldn't we be mirroring the collective? Oh, I have a feeling this reading's going to run long. If you don't mind, Virgo, I'm good. I am good. Tony Robbins said repetition is the mother of skill. Now, I don't know if he said it first, but he's the one I remember it from. Gee, he's tall. And he's married with kids. But when he jumped in that plunge pool and that Netflix thing, I was like, I couldn't breathe for 30 seconds. Handsome man. So smart. So tall. Sorry, digression is my thing sometimes when I read my own signs. So let's ask the angels now. Angels, please clarify for this Virgo collective sun, rising Venus signs. Yeah, I'm interested. Sun, moon, rising Venus sign in this me, them, us relationship for the remainder of September 2019. Well, good. Friendship. This card has been popping up left, right, and center in these readings. So it does say that we're at least being friendly in this process, being friendly to ourselves, being friendly to the other in here, being friendly to the relationship, because we do understand that friendship is the stem of the rose, the blossom, the romance. If this is romantic, again, nothing so far saying it's romantic. That may well be my projection. Probably is, but that's why we're not going to even make that summation until all the cards are on the table or something jumps out. Like, you really want to hump each other card, and we'll deal with that then. So my angels, please clarify for this trickster in this Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign relationship for the remainder of September 2019. This feels weird. Okay, focus. Well, that's why, because we're not shown focus on what, but they're focusing. Oh, they're focusing, those tricksters. Good. So what are the chances there's a Gemini involved? Slim to none. I think they call them Geminis. I do. My dad was a Gemini. That's probably why. Watch, old wounds and family issues will pop up. Why wouldn't it? So please, my angels, one more for this servant archetype here, this the us in the me, them, us. A card of clarity for this Virgo, me, them, us, the us. This Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign for the rest of September 2019. Playfulness, good. So we're having fun. Good, 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 good. This does not feel horrible, particularly with that friendship and playfulness that you can serve in a playful way. Western sex magic, Eastern tantra. Just saying. Not saying that's in here. I'm trying not to influence the cards, but you know what? I woke up in such a place of like heaviness and sadness. This is such a light. Thank you so much for being Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. You just changed my day in this joyful, playful service. I'm in it right now. So let's ask the gods, Daughters of the Moon Tarot. The god that sits in the throne of Virgo, if you're new to the channel, is my Lord Dionysus. He is my Virgo sun. He is my Virgo, sits in the throne of Virgo, 4 planets in Virgo, 2nd house, because I'm Leo rising. So that might be a little subcurrent of what's going on here. Very, very possible. This is his totem that I wear. I've had it since Lilith Fair. Why wouldn't I get a Dionysus totem at Lilith Fair? Do the research. Yeah, 1998, 99, don't remember. All right, so my gods, Dionysus in particular, because I'm feeling you now in the background, getting closer. Please, one card of clarity for this Virgo collective sun, moon, rising sign in this me, them, us relationship for the remainder of September 2019. Please, a card. Oh, meditation. Good. We don't got to do much. We just got to meditate. Down with that. Same thing, please, my Lord, my God, my sacred vine, my patron mine. For the other. Yep, the them. Show us the them. Scorpio, Hecate, not just hidden things, but Scorpio things, deep feelings going on there. Now, to clarify, I did a video on how I read court cards, that I rarely see them as sun signs, as people in the deck, though that is certainly possible. And I'm waiting until everything hits the ground here before I make any summations on that. But with that focus, with 8th house, and it's Hecate. It's Hecate, the queen of the crossroads, the goddess of the crossroads, the crone of the crossroads in this deck, crone of cups. Really, that there's a deep inner focus going on here with this trickster, right? Even if they are Scorpio, even more so then. There's something going on here. I can feel that. Like I felt the weirdness with the focus, and now I know why I feel the weirdness with the focus. So, my Dion, please, one card, an overview. What's going on here in this Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign collective, us, me, them relationship? Us, me, them, us. Me, them, us. Please show us the overall relationship, the us part of this. The High Priestess. The High Priestess, very much, I know, very lunar, right? You see the moon in there, but she's virgin. She's the maiden. It's a Virgo card. There's something mystical going on here. This relationship is being used as a channel for the gods. Hecate is involved, though. Great. So there may very well be some underworld stuff going on here, some shadow work being done, but this relationship serves playfully with the priestess. I hope this is about me. Now I'll be like, damn, it's about. Be careful what you wish for. I asked that I be left out of it. Maybe I am, but it's fun. It's a fun read. I think it's the most fun read I've done recently. So we've been really heavy, but let's see. We still have the Chuck Spezzano Womp Womp cards, not the love pack. Blessed be Chuck Spezzano. All right. My masters, you giggling at me. Please, one card for this Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign in this relationship for the remainder of September 2019. It's looking at me. Please, a clue, a tip, a hint here for this rebel with friendship and meditation. Ooh, sensuality. Okay, now we're starting to cross a border, aren't we? Legs are slowly starting to uncross. Well, under the table, right? Still doesn't mean we have to sacrifice our conduct. Clutch the pearls, wipe them off. Same thing, my masters. Oh, I know who you are. Same thing, my ascended masters. Please, a clarity card for this trickster, the them in this Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign for the remainder of September. The them in this relationship. What's going on there? Romance. Now, with sensuality and romance, we know where we're headed. Now, you notice my eyes are either closed or looking at them. Now, I'm not seeing them with my eyes open. I'm just pointing my third eye at them. I love my masters. I was so leery to work with them at first. Then they really proved themselves who they were through their actions and their interventions. Then I was really fucking leery to talk about them publicly, let alone on YouTube, but they're worth getting to know. And they were pagan ascended masters. I had no idea. I just thought they were all Judeo-Christian. Well, or like Buddhist, right? Like Buddha is allowed. And I remember the day I said to them, I was like, the Ascended Masters of the Great White Brotherhood is what you used to be called, and I hope you got better marketing because that shit just sounds racist. And they laughed. They're like, y'all call us that. We don't call ourselves that. anymore. So, My masters. Having a lot of fun here. This is where they'll give us a womp womp, right? My masters, please, one card in clarity for this Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign relationship in general. The us in the me, them, us for the remainder of September 2019. Please clarify. It's a servant with playfulness, the high priestess with using. There we go. We told you using. Now, using each other. Using each other. We'll see. Walking on other people to get where you want to go. That's a tricky sticky. Are we being used? Are we using? Yet with this playfulness and this hidden divine card. Look, I know it's like people say, oh, it's secrets. Well, yeah, that there are secrets in every relationship, mostly secrets unto our own selves, stuff that we don't even want to know that we know. And with that Scorpio card there, yeah, I get that there's hidden shit going on here, that this may not be a relationship that is in its fullest development here, but with a rebel and a trickster, with that servant thing, that it's serving somehow. You want me to reinterpret it that much, saying that the relationship is being used by the gods in a playful way to serve? Really? Well, I mean, yeah, I can see it that way. That feels like a justification to me. All right. They're like, throw the last three. So let's. How did I get to where I am today following the guidance of the angels, gods, masters, and my own higher self? Oh, please pardon any background noise. The garbage truck comes. I live in a development, in a condo development, so, you know, you're about to hear crashing and beeping. My autobiography, Crashing and Beeping, from a professional witch. We're marking lines. All right, get on with it. Taking their time. Because I know as soon as I start to say the thing, it's going to go boom. Boom. There it goes. Bear with. Sorry, this will be a very long video. You can see them going. And it's all good in my neighborhood. I love where I live. I love where I live. And all I got to do is walk 20 feet to take up my garbage. That works. I used to have to wheel it up a very, 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 very long driveway. Okay, bye-bye, Mr. Garbage Man. Sorry, garbage people. Don't want to get dragged. Okay. Glad you're all enjoying that. Please, my collective angels, gods, masters, and higher selves, a whisper of true love for this Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. This rebel with friendship, very friendly feeling here with meditation and sensuality. Please, a whisper of true love for the me and this me, them, us relationship. Turn on your heart light. It's the Neil Diamond card. Oh my God, this one always cracks me up. See, that's the rebel. Yeah. Turn on your heart light. Allow yourself in this moment to reflect on a time when you experienced love. Ouch. Yeah, I'm being a tad cynical, perhaps. I just think that's funny. That card always makes me laugh, and I just can't resist. Like, if there was a love will keep us together card, you know I'd be singing Captain and Tennille. Oh, that's some funny shit. Okay. My collective pantheon of angels, gods, masters, and higher selves. They're having a field day with us. Please, one card for the them and this us, me, them, us, Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign relationship for the remainder of September 2019. Top card. Okay. True love. There's a true love here, or at least this person is in true love, or recognizes this is true love, or through this deep focus they've discovered it's true love. This is water. I kind of wish it was Pinot. That's Pinot as in Grigio. Biggie. Well, fuck my Anahata with a rake, Mom. Sanskrit for heart chakra. Okay, we're just going to leave that. We'll do summation. Holy fuck balls. All right. Please. My collective pantheon of angels, gods, and masters, please, one card for this overall Virgo collective sun. Yeah, I'm looking over here because y'all. One card for this Virgo collective sun, moon, rising, Venus sign relationship overall for the remainder of September 2019. The us and the me, them, us. This one. Look at your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize. It's true. It's true, everybody. So look, let's start with us. Right? We're a rebel, but we're going to rebel against illegitimate authority. We may put up with some shit for some while, but you know, that shows it. It's like we're being friendly about it, though. We're friendly rebels. So that really does indicate more the light than the shadow, right? that we're going to rebel against illegitimate authority, right? Or structures or thoughts, right? It's not always about the man. I remember in college, hung out with we were pseudo hippies, right, for the 80s. Talk about, oh, this is our form of rebellion. I let my hair grow long. It was really long. And I would hear my friends go, oh, the man, keeping us down. I'm like, who's this man? I should be dating him. There's my form of rebellion. Literally, fuck them. With this card of meditation, right? It's like, that's okay. All we need to do is contemplate, meditate, go inside. That doesn't mean overthink. Why? Because it is in this, the 7 of blades. Yes, there may be a still point, but it's better than that. Other than the traditional Rider-Waite version of that card. This is about go deep, contemplate, right? Calm the mind, meditate, focus. Breathe. Interesting, they've got the focus card too, because there's a sensuality thing here. And if we really focused on that, we focused on this other, just did it in a friendly way within ourselves and just focused on it, what we would feel sensually. What does that mean in the physical body, the 5 senses? What we would experience, would turn on our heart lights and let it shine wherever we go. It would be a happy glow for all the world to see. I can't. Yeah, mark some resistance maybe. Yes, and it's okay to have resistance, sweetheart. I love you. Right? That's healing. That's how you turn on your heart light, by whatever rises. You just go, it's okay, honey. I get it. I love you. Talk to your heart, because as we bless our hearts individually, all hearts are blessed. It's just the holographic nature of the truth of this world, 5th dimension, etc. So now we've got this, the other, the them. We've got the trickster with focus. What are they focusing on? I don't know, but it's really deep inside of them and very scorpionic, right? But that it is romantic and ultimately true love. Now look, this trickster, the them, might be going through dark night, might be going through shadow work, might be actually dealing with things that they never wanted to deal with before because of that Scorpio depth, might be their own emotional baggage, but they're feeling the romance here enough to focus, to go within. Maybe they've pulled back, maybe they're being a little duplicitous by saying one thing, doing another, because this is true love. This love is a once-in-a-lifetime love. Other readings don't clarify so much that stuff. That's why these are not Path of True Love readings. They are just basic, but not very basic, this one. It's in terms of spread, right? In terms of information gleaned. It's not about how they see you and what you think of them and what they think of, feel about each other and all of that. This is just grand overview, right? So let's wrap this up here. We've got really the relationship itself being of service, right? The servant, you might both be servants, with this angel card of playfulness, but that the relationship itself is playful, though there's aspects of it that are hidden either to each other or maybe even from the world, but that because it's being used, it's sort of like being protected for a divine higher purpose, not a reason. So Virgos, we gotta stop looking for reasons and trust there's a purpose, and that the purpose will be revealed to us at some point when we're really ready to see it, right? And perhaps that's what I mean. It's being used. I don't like. Look, if we're being used, and this Virgo will know, right? And if that is true, we have a decision to make, no question. However, if it is being used as a channel of the divine, which is what soul contracts are, twin flame, soulmate, and true lovers. I'm getting ready to do spreads for where the true lovers are in the world. Not ready for that just yet, but it's formulating. They're showing me the spread bit by bit. And I don't know if I'm doing it divine masculine, divine feminine or not. I don't, like, that's the level of it. It's still structuring. But what is this path all about? What is it? Just look to your inner strength. Look to your own strength in this, your own fortitude, that as you turn on your heart light in both of you, that the true love will be revealed. Now, honestly, if that romance card wasn't there, I could have interpreted this as, you know, oh, parent-child or siblings or best friends because of that friendship card there. But there is something sensual and romantic here. And with that card of true love, and now look, there is true love between, well, I won't say all parents and children, mother, child, father, child, maybe not everybody, but true love conquers all. So what the them is focusing on through this avenue of romance, what they're really feeling and not letting on about, they're discovering it's true love and it's conquering all within them, whether they like it or not. We cannot hold back true love forever when it's scripted. Yeah, lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, we set these things up. So thank you, my Virgos, for such a kick-ass read. Yeah, I'm obviously connected to this one. Yes, this is playing out in my life in a way. So please do pardon if this reads for you some other way. Again, I'm reading the collective, and I really ask that this not happen, but this is, I can see this in my life holographically. Cool. So I wish you the very best and the very best of the rest of September. Really, our path of true love, twin flame, our reading should be interesting if this is what's going on just in our relationships through the end of September. Yes, timing is fluid, but we're looking at really larger archetype here, and it doesn't indicate what anybody's going to do. I don't like that. Why? Because of Virgo, we can analyze that and see it from every direction and love it one day and hate it the next, right? Better to just have the GPS. Yeah, this one was kind of long, but it was worth every second of it. Thank you so much. Please like and subscribe. I bet you're going to like and subscribe now after that. Thank you. And my guides, my angels, my masters, the higher selves of all involved, thank you so much. This was a riot. I really loved it, and I feel so much better than I did when I woke up. So to all y'all in the physical and in the non-physical alike, hail, farewell, and blessed be.